Okay, welcome to Ronnys Games. Got the SNES Joe Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics. Back of this cartridge has seen better days. The easiest thing is going to be to find another back that's similar to this, with the same instructions and looks the same, and just replace it from a different game, and then put this on the other game. There's not much you can do with this. You could clean, because there's like tape over all this. You could pull this off and just take that original sticker off and put like a reprinted one, a reproduction one, or you could just you could clean some of the ink off, maybe cut the tape a little bit, clean that off. You can make it look a little better, but the best thing would be to just take everything off and just have no sticker on the back. But I'm gonna probably replace that. And then the front, I'm thinking, hopefully that I can get that ink off, and these stickers on the sides, that'll come off real easy. Now this was another security sticker, which was a paper label. And I think if we use a little bit, this one is not Goo Gone, it's Goo Off. But I think if I use this very carefully, I can eat that sticker up a little bit and get it off without damaging the label. This label should be fairly good as far as long as we don't get too weird with it and leave anything on there too long. And then this ink here, a lot of times you can use this Ronnys glass water repellent, and it does something to the ink. It like forces it off the plastic. It just like lifts it up. You can also try to use IPA or isopropyl alcohol, and I use the highest percentage you can find. This is 91%. It's 91% alcohol. And you would use this also with some Q-tips to clean the insides. But what I'll do first, I'll take my bit driver and take this apart. That way I can work on the front of this. And unfortunately right now, I don't have any duplicate games or extras that I can swap this with. So I'm just gonna have to keep this game set aside, so when I find a new back to put on it, because this back is toasted. So let me try a little Goo Gone on here and see. I'm not gonna show it. You'll just have to take my word for it. I don't really have a good camera setup, and it would take too long to try to show that. Got the game taken apart. This isn't an official Nintendo board. Right here, these numbers will usually match up to the front, which right now I believe the front is covered up. Right here, along here is where it would say the model number and everything, but that'll match up. So this isn't a Nintendo board, it says Nintendo on it. Let me get to work on this and see if we can do anything with that. Took a little work, got that off, and that Goo Off did take some of this off, I think. But I'm still gonna try to use this on that part, just real carefully. And I'll try to show that. Okay, let's see. Grab a Q-tip. I'm gonna put this was on the, under that sticker on the front. That came off that security tab. Let's see if this will show. Put a little bit of that on there. And this has a smell to it, almost like alcohol. So whatever's in this, let's see if this will. May have to get a little more. You can kind of see it coming off on there. But this stuff works great. I think another YouTuber showed it to me. Or I saw a video. This stuff works great usually. Get a little bit more on there. I don't want to get this on the label, so I gotta try to be real careful with that. Usually I do this and I'll hold the cartridge flat or it'll be laying down. Be very careful. That marker is right up on the edge. Yeah. Except for that edge part, it has come off. I might work that a little bit more. Just try to get that last little edge piece. Now you can see it a little bit where it was, but I'll probably go over it one more time. And then this stuff will come off fairly easy. Like you could use the alcohol on it if you wanted, or maybe even this, but probably just use the goo off or the Goo Gone. So I'll get that off. Maybe work, you can see the last couple of marks. And if you look like at a certain angle, you might see where it said Paradise Video. I believe that's what it was. But I'll go over it one more time and that might get some of that ghosting off. Okay, here's the final result. And it's kind of hard to say, did I kind of damage the bottom of this label a little bit? Maybe. But it looks a lot better. I kind of wiped this a little bit with a microfiber towel, just kind of polish it up. There was a little bit of dirt and what have you on there. Got all these stickers off. So there's that. And just for fun, I'm gonna hit this. Well, let's see. Yeah, there's tape over this. I might have to peel the tape off. But I'm gonna try to hit this Paradise Video with this water repellent just to show that. Let me see if I can get this tape off. Like some packing tape, most likely. It might come off in one piece. Dude, it's gonna rip the sticker, yes. Well, it ripped that part of the sticker. You could get a reproduction label to put on the back of this, or just leave it blank. These backs are really not that important to the game's value because you can swap them for one that looks just like it. This will probably peel off. Another one of those security stickers. And it's got the metal in it. Okay. So there's that. We use that screwdriver as a little stand. Let's get a little bit of our water repellent. See what happens to that. I'm not worried about damaging that label. I see it got all that off. A little more. This marker on the back is a little heavier. So I don't know if this will come all the way off. It might. This on the back is on there pretty good. Let me work it a little bit more. I might actually get a rag and just spray the entire back. See if this top one will come off. A little bit. So that's probably not going to clean up much more than that. Work it a little bit more. There's not a lot coming back off the Q-tip. Let's try a little alcohol. On this Paradise part. Yeah, this is one that's not gonna come off. And the back of this cartridge feels kind of weird too. I know sometimes they use different plastics, but it's a little faded and it's very dirty. Like you can kind of see with it, this got cleaner. Let's put some goo on this label. Goo off. Let me work that a little bit. Still working it. I got a hot mess right now, but I'm about to get that off. And then I might try a little magic eraser. I mean, the back's already in real poor condition, but just lightly hit it, see if that does anything. Okay, finally got most of the gunk off of this thing. There was a booger. There was a sticker down here, and you can still see where it's discolored. But I just can't get that off at all. All right, I got the magic eraser, and I really don't like using these because this is like sandpaper. This is real fine sandpaper. It's already kind of dried out a little bit, but I wet it down, and then you can just go over this lightly. And this is sanding the top of this off. So I don't know if it would do anything on this. This marker is so I think it like penetrated this entire label. Let me see if it'll do anything to this top. So whatever marker that was, yeah, that's not doing much. Yeah, this is because this is textured. So as you go, it's going to get smoother. The texture is going to actually be gone. So, but this is the back of the cartridge, so this is not doing much to that. I think you're just gonna see it anyway. It's lightening it up a little bit. This isn't gonna, without really going after it, which I can. I could go after this, and it'll end up smooth like this. But that is on there. Usually they kind of start fading away. That's getting a little lighter. You can see how discolored this back of this game is. I'm gonna try a little bit more of this. Now that I've sanded the top of it off, I wonder if it would do anything. Doesn't look like it. Because if this was gonna come off, it would probably be signs of it coming off. Hit it with a little IPA. Yeah, that's not going to come off. The top is almost, like I can kind of see it. The top is pretty good now. Well, I can see it a little bit. Probably need to wash this off. Washed it off and I re-wet the back of the other side of the sponge. I think I got a little cross-contamination, but yeah, this one, like if this was on the front, you're kind of done for. Because you would have to really go after this. Usually by now, if it's going to come off, it comes off. Wow. Yeah, this is a pretty extreme example. Like I really scrubbed on this a long time, and you can still see some of the lettering. And then the back of the cartridge is so yellow. I even hit this a little bit on the top 3 bars, but it didn't really clean up much. Let's see if it fires up or if I need to clean it some more. Oh, not doing anything, is it? Let's try again. Oh, there it goes. I used a little, the first time I cleaned it with IPA and a Q-tip, and then I used, so I took it back apart and I used just a pink eraser, just like you would use in school. And you use that on the pins. And then I did IPA again to wash anything off. So